Well, here we are once again. Here we are. Here we go. Daniel Penny is a free man. And of course, the BLM and all the other liberal groups are pissed off. But a lot of these liberals don't understand is that there's a more powerful force at hand. Your lies only get you so far. But God is the way and the truth, and God was on Daniel Penny's side. Many of you believe he just wanted some food. He was just being peaceful on that subway. No, he wasn't. He threatened to kill everybody. Daniel Penny protected people. That it is, cannibal cranium cracker. I'll call you Cranelum. Cranelum, okay. Well, yes, it's great news. Let me explain. This was justice served. And you wouldn't think that we would get a fair trial in New York with DA and the prosecutor's office against him. They were biased. They were trying to fake evidence against him. But, God was on his side. And God saw him through. He should have never been charged in the first place. The man is a hero. Daniel Penny is a hero. Daniel Penny is a hero who stood up against a subway psycho who threatened to murder everyone in that subway car. He protected his fellow passengers. This is the liberal mentality that I do not understand. You would basically coddle criminals. And I can tell this guy has been in and out of jail. He's been let out knowing this guy is mentally ill, knowing this guy is psychotic, to say the least, a drug user. You got that right, Cracker. You got that right, Cranium. You got that right, Cranium. Yeah. Somebody had to protect, And let's talk about what kind of man Daniel Penny is. He's a veteran. He's a former Marine. But I got a message for these for the BLM people, the people that feel mad about this. I would tell you to stop lying, okay? This is not a lynching like you said it was. No. And he wasn't just a poor innocent victim who just wanted some food. This guy was a guy that was in and out of jail, and he should have stayed in jail, who had mental illness and hurt people, harmed people. But these are the people that you like to protect. There's a warped mentality with the left. You like to protect criminals. People that would basically rip you apart. And I have no respect for that. Who knows? Cranium, who knows? But, I do support, I consider Daniel Penny a hero. He looks like a heroic character. I swear, if he just put on a mask and a cape, and yeah, he could be like the new Batman. But the point is here is that he did what was necessary to protect. Was and is, Sig. Was and is. Yes, he was a hero who did a heroic thing and protected people. So yes, Daniel Penny deserves, he's going to get, I think, a Medal of Honor by the Trump White House. I would also tell Daniel to basically leave New York as soon as possible. Get on the next bus out of town. I would say go to Florida. Florida is the place for you, Daniel. The women are prettier. This stuff isn't tolerated over there. You know what I mean? You're not going to get a lot of that crap around there. So Daniel, I think it's time for you to head on out to Florida. Get out of New York as fast as you can because you got enemies there. I would tell you to buy a bus ticket now. Yes, I saw that, Cranium. I did see that. He's celebrating, but I would tell him at this point, now that he's been freed of all charges, I would tell him to buy a bus ticket. Go to Florida. Go to Texas, whatever. At the very least, get out of New York City. You know what I mean? Go to upstate. Go upstate if you got to. You know what I mean? At least until the heat is off. I would say get out of NYC. You know what I mean? Because he'll be a target over there, and he's not going to be good. But in Florida, he'll be celebrated as a hero. DeSantis will love him. So justice has been served, in my opinion. Oh, man. It's very nice to know that justice has been served in this case, and it's very nice to know that good things have happened out of this. I consider this a miracle from God. Okay? He was in a blue state. He was in New York City. He was up against some powerful people in New York City, but God saw him through. How many times have you known a case like this would be that a guy like Daniel Penny would ever win a case like this? And I'll say this was an anti-white hatred that fueled these prosecutors. Anti-white hatred. Because they literally let off the other two, which were one was black. The other two helped Daniel Penny restrain. I forget his name. The one who died, deservingly so. You know what I mean? One was black and one was Latino, but they gave them immunity. So this telling me this was anti-white nonsense. You know what I mean? This was racial hatred towards white people for defending themselves. He could be that. Cranium. He could be that. I would say he needs to go to Florida. That's where he needs to go. You know what I mean? At this point, you need to take the bus out of town. I mean, it's not safe to be in New York, Daniel. You did a great thing, but you got enemies now, especially in New York. But you got more friends in Florida. You'll have plenty of friends. Victory today for justice. Amen, E2B. It's a victory for justice. So, we're doing well. We love it. Woo-hoo. So true, Dave. So true. But, Dave, I'm going to let you know something. Riots are coming to NYC. I don't know where they're going to riot. Probably the places their own neighborhoods are. So I would tell you to basically avoid certain areas of the city. Yeah, I can picture you. If there's a dumpster fire, you just light up a cigarette. But Dave, you don't want to get caught up in that, do you? Anyway, the point is that justice was served, and I think it's a miracle from God that he won this case. I mean, it's a miracle, because there was a lot of things against him. He was in NYC. He had prosecutors against him, the DA against him, but yet he still won. So you're telling me that God had a hand in that one? I mean, God was on Daniel Penny's side. But it's time for Daniel to basically go to Florida. Get out of the city. At the very least, go upstate. Go upstate New York. Get a cabin upstate or something. I don't know. I would tell you to move at this point. I think you already know that, Daniel. You're probably already preparing your bus ticket already. So I don't know where you're going to go. I know it's going to be far away from NYC, and that's good. Protect this man at all costs. You know what I mean? All right. So we got a good stream going here. That's funny, Noodles. Maybe Harlem too. They usually do destroy their own neighborhoods, which is weird enough for me. They destroy their own communities when they riot. So I can't say I feel sorry for them. Well, it might be a possibility, Noodles. Sadly, woulda, coulda, shoulda. That being said, oh boy, Well, like I said, usually they foul their own nest, and we'll see what happens. But you're prepared for riots on a similar scale to the Baltimore riots. If you don't remember, there was some riots in Baltimore a couple of years back. Similar situation. Maybe not that similar, but it always ends up, it always starts and ends the same way. They never try this in rural communities. They never try this anything outside an urban area, because if they do, they know that the rural people have guns, and well, you know how that's going to end. You know, so they always smash businesses, burn cars, and eventually the zeal kind of like just like any fire, eventually it goes out. You know what I mean? So they'll throw their temper tantrum. It won't mean a damn thing, and more than likely, more than likely, our good friend Daniel Perry has already got his bus or plane tickets out of the city, so far away from them. So I think I can see that Daniel Penny is a very wise man. He's a smart man, so I believe that he's already preparing his to take a trip outside to he's already got his plane ticket, bus ticket, or whatever, but he's got his ticket. He's leaving pretty soon, so he'll probably have a good time, but he's got a plane to catch. And he's leaving. You know, I don't know where you're going to go. Maybe Hawaii, maybe maybe the Bahamas. Who knows? I don't know where you're going to go. But I do know you're going to be far removed from NYC. I mean, probably Florida, I'm thinking. I'm guessing Florida he's going to go. You know what I mean? So, okay. So we're getting there, all right? But, yeah, Daniel Penny has an exit plan. And we should all have an exit plan. You got that right. A book deal and a movie. You know? Well, knowing Hollywood, it wouldn't be a Hollywood film, but it would probably be produced by an independent film company. You know? Maybe sold to Tubi. Who knows? We are Camo Campa. As you know, what we're talking about is the victory, which is the freeing of Daniel Penny. And trust me, this is a victory for everyone who has common sense, everyone who basically believes in certain fundamental principles about life and nature and everything like that, who doesn't like the people that are against us because they are just stupid, but they're psychotic and they'll do what, and we know these people mean business, and we know these people are very deranged and they have power and they shouldn't have power. And there will come a time when that power will be taken away from them. And we're seeing that time unfold. The age of woke is at a close. And I'm glad of it. Time to close that chapter in American history and throw it out in the dustbin of history. You know, the left is backpedaling on the pronouns and the transformer agenda. They're throwing transformers under a bus. Isn't it wonderful? They're starting to realize that they're not the majority. They are an insane, loud minority who tries to say that they know what's best for us. When their moral compass is so warped, I mean, they're going in every direction. Don't lecture me about morality when you don't have true morality. My morality comes from God. And what God do you worship, Mr. or Mrs. Liberal? Satan? How'd that do for you? Trust me, you're in the dustbin. We're scrapping you. We're going to win. We're going to win the culture. People are tired of you. And we're going to win our country back. You will never have power again. Guaranteed. If we don't get the whole country back, we'll get major swaths of it. Guaranteed. We'll get whole states to succeed. You're done. You're done, liberal. I can assure you of that. Victory is ours. Because everyone is tired of you. Everyone. We're tired of your insanity. And we're done trying to negotiate with you. That ship sailed a long time ago. But we will make sure that you never have power again. Never. Your time is coming. Your days are numbered. You just remember that. I'm doing great, Camo Campa. Doing great. But yeah, this is a victory of God. You know what I mean? God Almighty. Let it be said that God is merciful and that God sees you through. Yeah. And God was merciful, and God rewards the virtuous. And Daniel Penny is a virtuous man. All he needs to do now is get out right now. You got to get out of New York, buddy. But I think you already got that covered. All right. Let's get back to what we're saying and doing. I wonder how many liberal trolls are out here bathing. Give me some liberal tears, liberal trolls. Come on now. You don't like me, and I don't like you. So, and trust me. Your worst nightmare is about to come true. So where are the liberal trolls out here? What do you got to say now? Your world is crumbling. It's falling apart. See, from my point of view, you're evil. You see me as evil? Well, guess what? I see you as evil. Because only evil people would want to basically castrate boys in public schools. That's evil. That's straight up evil. And I'm not going to negotiate with evil. Bottom line. God bless America. Because we're taking it back. So where are the liberal trolls out there? You got something to say now? Are you quiet? Oh, you're so quiet. Oh, you always got something to say when you're winning, but pretty quiet when you're losing, isn't it? Oh. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And you're not getting any more cookies. You are cut off from the cookie jar. That being said, let's talk about some of my artistic projects. Look at this. I drew this as an alien building on an alien planet. Isn't that nice? Go. Well, the chat has gone cold. As cold as an ice box. Nobody's chatting? Why is the chat so cold? I don't know. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a happy new year. Well, I think I just stream a great service. I mean, I get no chats or nothing. Maybe the chat's going frozen. I don't know. Maybe the chat's froze, but I'm not getting any chats. Let's see. All right, we still got some hearts. That's pretty good. It sounds when I talk about this stuff. Oh yeah, I'm glad of this. Well, let me say some more. I thank all the people that support me. But perseverance, stoicism, we're building something. And we're going to make it stronger. Boom, 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 boom. So, that being said, I've made my message loud and clear. God bless Daniel Penny. God bless this victory. And to the BLM and all the butthurt people in NYC saying, spouting a lot of lies because you're lying. You know what I mean? And all angry and all want to throw a temper tantrum like a child because you didn't get your way. Well, when you live a life of lies, it's going to come back to haunt you. Bye, everyone. Have a nice night.